What's up, guys? Happy freaking Friday. You already know. Got my coffee ready. Oh, yeah. Real quick, man, for the ones that are in a salon suite, they are, hurting on business or whatever the case may be, I'm here to give you some real advice. I know a lot of people have been kind of using this as clickbait or not giving anybody any information. And I just decided, you know what, I'm going to get on here and I'm going to speak the truth, and I'm going to educate and really just give my side of the advice. So when it comes to a salon suite or your own place of business, or this is mainly for any barbers or stylists, when it comes to, y'all might have to poop. Oh no. When it comes to advice on your business, guys, first and foremost, okay, when you are starting or wanting to start your business, the very first couple of things that you are going to need, okay, will be one, a license, okay, whether a license, a barber or a cosmetologist, okay, excuse me. And that's going to either be from 300 to 1,200 hours. So that's going to take you a little bit of time. So if you do not have a license, first things first, stop there, go contact your local school and go get your barber's license or your cosmetology license. Very first thing, don't do anything else. If you do not have your license, go get your license. It's going to take no longer than a year, okay? Go get your license. So click out of this video. Click out of the video. Go get your license. First things first. If you have your license, stay put. Let's talk about if we are wanting to leave our shop, whether that be a hair salon, whether that be a barbershop. If we're wanting to leave the shop, what things do we need to do? Okay? What things do we need to do if we are scared out of our minds and we just don't know what to do? Where should we start? Okay, let me tell you my experience. Okay, this may not help for everybody. This may not be the best, but this is my experience and that is all I have. So I've left a couple shops. Okay, I left a couple booth rent shops. I've left a couple commission shops. And one thing I will say, if you are in a good spot, stay there. Okay, that's the very first thing I will say. If you are in a good barbershop and they're treating you well and you have a good thing going, stay there. The only times I will tell you guys to leave is when the environment is toxic, is when you cannot no longer get to your desired demographics. Sorry. And if you are having issues with the barbers, like it's just too much, okay? Those are the only times I would really tell you to leave. But every time you leave, make sure you know that 30% of your clientele will not follow you. That is guaranteed, okay? Which is okay. But, so I have left booth rent shops. When I left, I did it the same day. I was like, hey, I'm sorry, I can no longer work here. I'm done. Now, what I would tell you is a lot of people in this industry will let you go if they know you're leaving. Okay, that's why I did not say, I didn't give a 2-week notice. All right. At my commission shop, because I was on the schedule out for weeks, on his system, I actually let the owner know, hey, 2 weeks prior, hey, I'm leaving. Just so you know, we had a conversation. I gave him kind of why I was leaving and if there was anything he could do about it, to stop me from leaving. That would have been the time. But he was like, nope, I can't offer you anything else, whatever. Cool, no worries. I'm going to put my 2 weeks in, I'm going to leave. And then I decided to open my own suite. Okay. Before I left, I'm telling you guys how to leave, okay? Before I left, I made sure that I got my clientele, okay? I already had them in my my phone. I already had made my clientele within a year, busting my butt, and I contacted all my clientele. Now, mind you, I made my clientele and I already previously had their phone numbers and everything. So I didn't need to really do much except for export them into another system. That's it. The hard thing about that is when you leave a shop, obviously sometimes the owners are mad or whatever, and you may get some backlash, you may not. It is what it is. They've done it before. It is the name of the game. When you build certain clientele, they are your clientele, and that is it. Once you service them and you guys are texting back and forth, that's your clientele, okay? You're able and allowed to take their numbers. Anyways, not gonna really get into that, but what was I gonna say? So if you're in this position and you were trying to leave your barbershop, you just don't think it's good, you just think like, man, what is going on? What am I doing? Why am I here? Like, all barbers go through this. I will tell you first things first, why are you trying to leave? Are you slow or are you just not there? Okay, that's one thing barbers do. They'll be like, I'm so slow. Well, you're not at the shop. Okay, or they'll pull up at like 11 a.m. Okay, well, 11 a.m. I had 4 clients already. I had 5 clients already. Like, you know what I mean? So it's not that you're slow, you might not be there. So readjust yourself. And this is the harsh reality, and I'm sorry if you guys don't like it, but this is what it is. I've been in the game for a very long time, and I know that we all get like this because we get complacent at some point. So reevaluate yourself, okay? That's the first thing first. The next thing is see how you and the shop interact. Is it a good place? Because where I was, it was a damn good place. I just wanted to leave because I was not getting compensated in the way I thought I should. And I always wanted to own my own business, so the time is to jump is now, right? So that was my decision. For you, what is it? Is it because people are mean to you? Is it because, you know, you're just not getting along with the barbers? Is it a toxic environment? Okay, you have to really dig deep into these scenarios. Is it not bringing you peace? Me and my buddy talked about that the other day, and me and him were at one of probably the 2 damn best barbershops in Orlando, and you know, he said, damn, mine was really busy, but I really wanted to start my own thing. It was kind of silly for me to actually leave, but I had it in my heart of hearts that I really wanted to go. And I said, yeah, same for me too. Like, it was nothing against the place, against the barber, against the owner. I wanted to be compensated in a different way, and I had to make sure that food was on my table. So I had to go. You know what I mean? And also, I wanted to go because I really wanted to do my own shit. So evaluate why you're trying to leave. Okay, so let me do a quick recap of what we just talked about, because you guys might have got lost. Okay, so the quick recap is, if you're wanting to leave your barbershop, make sure you do these couple things. You're gonna make sure that you reevaluate yourself. You're gonna go in there with a good attitude and just feel things out. Okay, the next thing is, you're going to make sure, if it is a toxic environment, that you get all your clients together. Make sure you text them ahead of time before you leave, and then find a place or find a suite that you can go into, and then you're going to let the owner know. Okay, you're going to give him the rent. You're not going to leave without paying or any crazy thing like that. You're going to be upfront, be an adult, and you're going to let that person know, hey, I'm sorry, this relationship did not work out. I'm done working here. I'm done working for you, okay? Or if you're at a commission shop, you're going to let them know a little bit ahead of time, because you are on the schedule. just like a regular job. Okay, if you're on an hourly, you're definitely letting them know 2 weeks ahead the time. Okay, so that's one thing. Then the next thing that we've recapped on is contacting the clients. You gotta contact the clients. You gotta let them know where you're going at least, and you're not going to pull any slick shit. Okay, you're going to contact the clients that you service and you service only, and then you're not going to go pull them from the books or anything like that. You should have been building while you were there. Okay, so that's the next thing. And then the third thing is going to be finding you a place. Finding you a place. And why, before all this, you should be looking. Okay, you shouldn't be leaving without finding a spot. Whether that's a barbershop, whether that's another salon, or whether that's a salon suite, or maybe that's opening up an actual shop. I don't know what it looks like for you, but those are the first couple things. If you were wanting to go into a salon suite, things I would recommend that you have before you start a salon suite: absolutely must have a license. Secondly, you're going to make sure that you have a license. You're going to make sure that you have at least $500 for a down deposit. You're going to make sure then you have at least a second thing of rent, which is another maybe $500. Then you're going to make sure, I think, if you do not have a lot of clientele, go and get a suite that already has things set up for you. Okay, whether they have a mirror. Like mine, I started basically from scratch. Now, I did not do my research. I kind of wanted something right in my area, and the only things they had was salon lofts. So going on that, my friend, he got a salon suite with exactly basically what I wanted, which was the bowl behind me and a top. So sometimes how the cubes come, the spaces that you get is the top is open. I would recommending not doing that. It looks cool, but you cannot have your own conversations. You cannot have your own music. It cannot be loud. So those things I would say kind of stay away from. That is actually the salon suite that I'm in currently. And I cannot create much of my own vibe due to that top part being open. So for you to make it feel like yours, have the top closed, have everything, whatever. I will say on mine though, and the dust. A lot of people don't know that. Because the ceilings are open, dust from people's stations and whatever, and just the ceiling, with that top being open is a little bit of an issue. So look for a suite that is closed, a suite that has soundproof. Look for something like that, because you ultimately do want it to be your own space if you're going into a salon suite. And so that's just a little bit of recap that I have for you guys today, is making sure that before you leave your barbershop or salon, that you make sure you have these steps in place. Okay, so making sure from ground zero, if you make that decision in your mind, you have those things in place. Okay, you know that you're leaving, so you're building your clientele. You know that you're going somewhere, so you're looking for another spot to go. And then ultimately you're making sure that you're stacking your bands, guys. You are not going to be leaving without money in your pocket. Okay, and you're going to be leaving the right way. You're going to be paying the person his money, and then you're going to, you know, ultimately move and go to a different place, which is totally fine. You can absolutely do that. There's nothing saying you can't. But you just want to not break the bridges that you may need to cross back over. Okay? You don't want to burn any bridges. That's not what we do here. So yeah, man. I think this kind of captures, if you are trying to leave, what you need to do, what kind of things you should look out for. And like I said, if you're going into salon suite, make sure you have money aside, and make sure if you don't have a lot of money, like at least 2,000-3,000 saved up, then you need to look for a place that has the chair, the sink, the mirror already set up, because that is a bitch when you go to look for it. Sorry, my headphones are dying. That is an absolute bitch when you are really looking for it. Or sorry, when you're going to set it up. It is complicated. So that's one thing. And then just having your license. You don't need anything else except for insurance. And the insurance should be no more than like $45. And that's pretty much it, guys. Like, it's not too complicated if you're getting into salon suite. People don't like them. People don't agree with them. I will have that on another video because that's a topic on its own. So anyways, peace. I love you guys. Enjoy your day. And go make that money. Go be successful and go grind for what you want. And don't ever stop for somebody or something. And don't let anybody tell you can't do it, because you absolutely can. All right, peace.